August is National Breastfeeding Month, and this weekend, ProHealth Physicians and Mother's Milk Bank Northeast will host their third annual Bikers for Babies ride. Here to talk more about the importance of breast milk donations is Susan Parker. She is a nurse practitioner and lactation consultant with ProHealth Physicians. Susan, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me today.
Now, we have heard a lot about milk banks because of the formula shortage, but talk a little bit more about all of the reasons why babies need the milk that comes into those milk banks.
Well, the milk bank is the milk is so important, particularly for newborn and new premature babies. There's a illness called necrotizing enterocolitis, and we know through studies that breast milk prevents that from happening. So it is a life-saving, like medication almost. The donor milk. So when moms have premature babies, they don't always produce enough milk.
Right.
And so there is a high need to protect and save these babies.
So what is the process to donate milk?
Excellent. Excellent question. So the process is what you do is you call the milk bank, a Northeast Milk Bank, or ProHealth Physicians in Glastonbury, Pediatrics and Adolescent Medicine will help you and direct you to the bank. They have some screening questions for the mother. There's a physical exam and for both mom and baby and recommendations that need to be done. Lab tests need to be done too. And then once approved, then you can donate your milk. In Glastonbury, in our depository, we have a bank where you can just come in and drop off your milk and we'll ship it up there for you. When the milk is shipped, when we receive the milk, we send it to the bank, and the bank then thaws the milk, tests it, and then mixes it with 3 other women's milk, and then test it again, homogenize it, and then or pasteurize it, and then test it again, and then freeze it into bottles, and then ship it off.
Yeah.
We opened a dispensary in April, and those bottles then can ship to us, and then we can dispense it out to mothers in need.
And what about if someone watching right now, if they already have a frozen breast milk, is that something they can drop off, or it needs to be fresh?
Talk to the milk bank first. It should be frozen. If it's
should be
in your
fresh?
freezer. Nope, it can be.
It can be frozen.
It can be frozen.
Okay.
Yes, please have it frozen, and that's the best way to save it and keep it for a longer term. And the milk bank, call the milk bank or call ProHealth Physicians at Glastonbury.
Now, a lot of people are watching. Sometimes some parents have been feeling really desperate because of the formula shortage, but there are a lot of concerns with getting milk off of the internet or maybe maybe from Facebook Marketplace without going through the screenings, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of risk getting it from an unknown person. We really encourage everyone to talk to your healthcare provider. That's the most important thing to do because they can help you figure out what kind of needs that you have. Donor or dispensary milk from a milk bank is usually for a short-term period. So, and there is a cost to it too. So your healthcare provider can help you find safe milk alternatives.
Now, because you're a lactation consultant, it is Breast Feeding Awareness Month. Want to ask you, the American Academy of Pediatrics just came out with new guidelines saying that if you can breastfeed your child up to 2 years old, that's the best option. Talk a little bit more about, because you're a lactation consultant, we happen to have you here, so I wanted you to talk a bit about that.
Thank you. The World Health Organization's had this recommendation for 2 years. There was a Surgeon General years ago that says it was a lucky baby who could feed more than a year. Honestly, I think this is going to take some time, and I think this is a relationship. So I think moms and families should just take it one day at a time and see, because it's a relationship and it changes over time. It is best for both to go as long as it's mutually works for both people involved.
And it's important for moms to know that there is help and there is support out there. Lactation consultants like you.
Yes. ProHealth Physicians, we have several in our offices that you can see, and here in Glastonbury Pediatrics and Adolescent Medicine.
All right.
Thank you.